Okay, this is Super Smash Bros. 4. I'm emulating it on a Ssb4 emulator via PC. It's of course a Wii U game. I'm going to simply, or rather quickly, go through each character in my roster and show you guys the drastic changes I've made. I've always heard the popular opinion that Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is not a port of Super Smash Bros. 4. That's incorrect. Super Smash Bros. For Wii U or Super Smash Bros. 4 is directly ported into Smash Ultimate. Before any of you knuckle draggers or impulsive listeners out there or viewers try to jump the gun and say I'm wrong or lash out, I'm going to show you guys exactly what I mean here. Let's do the size comparisons first. Simply going to go through the entire roster and just show you guys how different my characters look. I for the life of me couldn't understand why Super Smash Bros. Always had these wild and crazy inconsistencies with the sizes or the proportions of each of the characters. It's for me, it bothers me. So I effectively went back and just tweaked it. For the stage, I'll be picking random. I'll just go through here and just show you guys each and every one. Now, for time's sake, or rather, let's go back here. Let me show you guys this. Now, as you can see, this is what my Mario looks like in game, right? Pretty good. It actually, to me, it looks exactly like how he looks in in Smash Ultimate. As you can see, I just turned my reshade off. I'm going to turn it on again. Boom. Everything that Ultimate has, of course, Wii U effectively has tenfold. Look at Mario's boots. You see the detail in his boots? See how you can see the bump mapping? You can see every crack, crevice. You see the reflectivity in the buttons on his clothes. By the way, this isn't a modded model. This is the base model. Yeah, it's a port, you guys. I know you guys don't want to believe it. And also, Super Smash Bros. On Switch or Smash Ultimate is actually a very bad port. It actually downgraded quite a lot of the models. The most outstanding for me, of course, being DK. DK looks like trash in that game. And a lot of people try to vouch for it. They say the reason they downgraded DK and made DK look like garbage is because he's trying to fit the art style. Well, that blatantly says that the art style in Smash Ultimate is terrible. It's worse than it was before. But I digress. As you can see, Mario's his official height now. He's about 5 feet tall. He's actually shorter than that. Luigi's of course taller than Mario. Yoshi's about the same size as Luigi, little shorter. And then we have Peach. Peach is officially 6 foot tall. I shortened her a little bit, made her about 5'10", because making her 6 foot tall is pointless and weird. But yeah, so far those are my first tweaks for the sizes. I'm just gonna move along here. I'm just going to pick the next 4 in the list here. Try to be smart. Actually, I need a reference height. I think a good reference height would be Marth. Considering Marth's average male height, he's the only character that I didn't tweak the height of. He's about 5'9". Yeah, I believe he's 5'9" tall. So I'll use him as the reference here as we go through. Check out my changes for the roster. Try to be smart about the characters I choose to pick here too. Okay, again I'm picking random for the stages just so you guys can see the effect of the reshade on the stages too. By the way, this reshade is amazing. It does what Ultimate does and even more. As you can see, Martha's base height is about 5'9". We got Bowser Jr. Bowser Jr. is officially 3 feet tall, so if he wasn't inside of that clown thing, that's about how tall he'd be. And then, of course, Bowser himself. Bowser's between 8 feet and 9 feet tall, so that's how big I made him. And then Wario. Wario's a heavy character in game, and also he should be at least average height, so he's about 5'6", 5 maybe. He's average height. I don't know. I think it fits him. Yeah, but I think that's all for the Mario crew here. I'll try to move forward, see what else I can get done. Give Marthas the base or the default height. Another cool thing I want to point out too is Rosalina. I did research for Rosalina. I, for the life of me, did not know her height. I couldn't even guess it. I always thought that Rosalina was basically the same height as Peach, which is actually incorrect. She is not the same height as Peach. She's an alien. She's of some weird race that's really tall. So naturally Rosalina is big in my game, as she should be. I'm going to exit out here. Okay, show you guys how drastic. There you go. There's Rosalina. Rosalina, I think height-wise is about, I don't know, 7 feet. She's maybe 7 feet tall. She's a big girl. Again, she's an alien. Diddy Kong, I shrunk him down quite a bit. He shouldn't be as large as he was. And DK, of course, DK is huge. He's at least 6 feet tall. Could take in consideration he's crouching over also. By the way, I can't pull out of my butt, or I don't know off top the official heights for each character. I did all the research prior to resizing everyone, but I can't like pull out of my head everyone's height, not at least the exact numbers. So I apologize if I slip or don't say an exact height here. I'm gonna skip the Zelda characters here. I want to showcase them all together. Let's find someone solo. Duck Hunt. Again, randomizing the stage just so you guys can see the effect of the reshade on the stages and how amazing it looks. And again, Ultimate is Super Smash Bros. 4. It's a Wii U port. It just has a reshade on in the system. As you can see, Game & Watch, I made him shorter. I scaled him according to actually his core, or you can say his feet and his hands, and I think that's the proper scaling for him. Of course, Duck Hunt I made smaller. Duck Hunt looked like a giant dog, and doesn't make sense unless he's a Great Dane, which he clearly isn't. And also the duck is the appropriate size now. And of course, Little Mac. Little Mac is not a big guy. Little Mac is supposed to be around 5 feet tall. So I made Little Mac the proper height. So now he actually looks like Little Mac. Okay, that's it for those guys. Let's try to move forward here. Trying to keep in mind I skipped around a little bit, so I'm gonna try not to skip anyone. Of course, it'd be my mistake if I do. Okay, we're gonna do the Zelda roster, random stage. Mega Man, that's one of my favorite characters, man. I love the stage too. You guys have no idea how incredible this game looks. I play on a 4K television at 60 FPS. So, which by the way is something you can't do on the Switch. As you can see, Martha's base height 5'9". Link he's a little under 5 feet actually. And then we have Zelda and Sheik, which are actually the same size. They're slightly taller than Zelda though. They're maybe a few inches taller than Zelda is in every Zelda game. Yeah, in every Zelda game, Zelda is actually taller than Link. So I didn't have an option there. I had to, make her a little taller. Alright, we're gonna move forward. Try not to skip anyone. Ganondorf. Kid Link. Or to Link. And I need a solo for this one. Solo. Who's a good solo? Let's try Rob. Okay, random stage. I hate this stage, by the way. I'm sorry, this is so unpleasant to play in. And don't give me that get good crap. This stage is terrible, regardless of how good or how well you can play. Boom, there we go. Martha again, base height 5'9". Ganondorf. Ganondorf is about 7'4", or he's huge. Then Toon Link, I shrunk him down according to the size of his skull. He's now the size of a kid. He stops at a little over your kneecaps. And then of course Rob over there. Rob is based on a Nintendo toy, so I shrunk him down to the size of a Nintendo game system. And as you can see, the end results, it looks amazing. But that's it for this group here. Let's move forward. See what I have. Why'd I keep doing that?
I cannot afford to fail.
It's a little habit I have. Not a great habit. Okay, let's do the Samus. And she's gonna need a solo too. Who's a solo? Maybe him. Villager. Okay, random stage. Star Fox stage, I believe.
3, 2, 1, go!
Again, the ambient lighting, the blooming lens flare. The stages look incredible. Of course, with the reshade on it.
No contest.
Okay, here we go. We have, of course, Marth base height. Samus is about 6 foot tall. She's a big woman. Keep in mind, she's not really human. She has like alien ability. And then in the suit, she's essentially Iron Man. So I added a few inches. She's about 6'3", which I think is her official height in suit, 6'3". And then of course Villager. Villager stops at your kneecap. Of course I scaled him down according to a skull, but Villager has a big head, so I had to make him slightly bigger than what he would be if I scaled him down according to a skull. So yeah, those are the heights for those characters.
Survival.
Again, it's been a minute since I've said it. Marth is the base, or Marth is the reference for the heights. He's about 5'9". He's the average American male height. So I'll be keeping him there as... I didn't mean to do that. I'll be keeping him there as basically a reference for everyone's height. So you can get a feel for the comparison between everyone. This one's going to need a solo too. Actually, no it isn't. I'll take that back. Dark Pit. Okay. Nothing really outstanding about these characters height-wise. You're immediately gonna notice that Palutena is pretty big. She's a goddess character. In her official height, she's not average height.
No contest.
As you can see, Palutena is about 6 foot tall. Then we have we have Pit over here and Dark Pit, and they're about 5 foot, roughly 5 foot. I think they're actually a little bit shorter than 5 foot tall. His official height, I believe, is around 5'3". Actually, I just think scale-wise, he looks right at this height. So yeah, these are my heights for these characters. I apologize for Pit being a few inches shorter. It's just something I personally want for him. I'm gonna move forward. Crap. Mike. Robin. And I believe that's it. No, Dark Pit. Where's that Dark Pit? Okay, and skipping the Kirby crew, we're gonna jump forward here to Falcon. Yeah, there's a lot of changes that Ultimate made. I hate the mechanics for air dashing. Smash Ultimate dropped the ball there. It makes the game less competitive. I don't like the speed of Smash Ultimate. And of course, my game is community. It's community modded, balance wise. You notice Ike's about 6 foot tall. It's about 6 foot 6'1". That's his official height actually, 6 foot. Robin's the same height as Marth. He's base height 5'9". And then we have Captain Falcon over there, who's 6'8", officially. So he's about 6 foot 8 inches in height. Yeah, who knew, man? I had no idea Captain Falcon was such a big guy. But yeah, he's got some height on him. Alright, I'm gonna move forward here. Let's do the Kirby crew. Okay, and oh. Cool. Now Kirby is a bit of a conundrum for me. I did research and it said that Kirby's short. Kirby's like inches tall. He's less than a foot tall officially. But in Super Smash Brothers, he's about 3 feet tall. So I found middle ground. I made him just tiny enough to look like, how Kirby would be, and I also made him big enough so that playing with him is still enjoyable. So he's about a foot, maybe a foot and a half tall. And then of course we have DDD over there. DDD is the size of what I think an average penguin would be. If you wanted to use official height for DDD, he would be tiny too, unless you're going by, of course, the Game Boy Advance sprite. But yeah, he's penguin size. So that's the Kirby crew there. Again, I had to find middle ground or make some adjustments for Kirby because I can't really make Kirby as small as he would be officially. He just wouldn't be fun to play with at that point. Alright, let's do Fox and Falco. I think I'm gonna have to let's find someone who could solo it here. Who could solo? Maybe her. No, we'll solo him. Now this one's a toughie too. I know that both Fox and Pikmin, their official heights are kind of ridiculous in my opinion. Fox should be the size, or rather the height, of your average male, but considering his model, his head is too big, you guys. It just looks goofy. He looks like a mascot or something retarded. So I shrunk him down and I scaled him according to his hands and feet. Same with Falco. Falco's slightly smaller than Fox, given that he's a bird and not based on a fox. So yeah, this is basically the middle ground I found with them. And of course Pikmin over there. Pikmin is microscopic. You wouldn't be able to see Pikmin. So naturally I made him the smallest size that I could make him without making his gameplay, drastically changed or unpleasant to play with. So yeah, these are the sizes for these guys. Alright, we're gonna move forward. Let's try oh, cool. Okay. Can do this. Do the Pokemons. Okay, cool. There's no issue here with the with any of the Pokemon characters. They were all pretty much official sized. Didn't have a tough time doing research. I found everything I needed for these guys, information wise. As you can see, Pikachu has been drastically shrink. He is now the size of a rodent. That is his official size. That's what he looks like in games, but besides Smash, and of course his his show. Then we have Charizard. I believe Charizard's roughly 5'7" in size. He's not a giant monstrous dragon. And of course Lucario over there. That's his official height. He's a little under 5 feet. Alright, I'm gonna move forward. Next group. Okay, this one's gonna have to be a solo. Running out of solos here. Okay, we fit. Okay. Lucario. Cool. No issue here. There again, none of the Pokemon or the Pokemains have like issues as far as research goes. I found everyone's official size and height. So no problems here. I'm sorry, I picked Lucario twice. My apologies. Yeah, but Jigglypuff, she's her official size. We trainer over there. She's about 5'9". She's a little taller than 5'9". That's of course her official height. And yeah, again, no problems. Actually, I'm glad I did a double pick there. Gives me some room to do this. Crap, I already picked Jigglypuff. Oh man. Made a mistake. Alright, I'll just pick this guy here.
You're too slow.
Didn't really have trouble with Sonic either. Sonic's not tall. Sonic has never been tall. I don't know why he's monstrously big in Smash by default. I had to change that. It scared me a little bit how they made him. As you can see, he's about 4 feet tall. He's about 4 feet tall. He's the size that he is in a movie. in all of his video games. And of course Pokemon. I didn't have an issue with Pokemon. Mewtwo. Most people don't know Mewtwo is giant. Mewtwo is about 7 feet tall. That thing is ridiculously big in everything. Every medium you see Mewtwo in. Look at him closely. He's giant. And I don't know. That always intrigued me. I was actually expecting Mewtwo to be smaller than Charizard, to be honest, which I don't know, kind of freaked me out to see that he's gargantuan in size. Yes. Pick his buddy here. We already did you. Already did you. Did you. Let's try Shulk. Alright. Luigi's Mansion. Pretty cool stage. Alright, let's bounce out. Okay, with these guys, Ness and Lucas were shrank according to their skulls. So as you can see, standing next to Marth, they look like normal children now, instead of, balloon-headed freaks. And then we have Shulk on the far right over there. Shulk's official height, I believe, is 5'3", maybe shorter, but I want to say 5'3". So yeah, he's shorter than Marth by quite a bit. But yeah, those are those guys. Alright, let's try the next group. See what do we have here. Alright, Mario. Can't believe I skipped Mario. I didn't skip Mario. Just didn't. I don't know why the character select puts Mario so far out like that. And okay, and Lucina. Yeah, I'm trying to stay aware of which characters I've previously skipped. My apologies if I do a repeat again, like that Lucario incident I just had. It's kind of difficult for me to focus here. Okay, Martha's base height, he's 5'9". Lucina, I think she's 5'8". She's slightly shorter. Dr. Mario is the exact same height as the base Mario that I'm using here. So he's about 4 feet tall. And then we have Pac-Man, who I've drastically shrunk. I think I shrink him according to his feet and hands. That's what I think is a safe size for Pac-Man, even though, Pac-Man's basically a 8-bit circle, or rather a pie with a slice torn out of it, eating dots. So he doesn't really have an official size, in my opinion, even though I'm sure you can research it, considering you can find anything on the internet. But I didn't really care. I just made him a size that I think makes sense. Alright, boy. Okay. Hopefully I didn't pick Roy already. I'm not sure. I don't think I did. Here's another cool one. Little tidbit you guys may have not known. Okay, as you can see in Martha's base size, he's 5'9". Mega Man is about 3 feet tall. He's very tiny. I of course resized him according to not his skull, but according to his hands and feet. And plus, I've seen various cartoons in different mediums that had Mega Man, and he's not tall. He's short. Then we have Roy over there. Roy's about 5'1", maybe 5'3". So of course he's shorter than Marth over there. And then Ryu. Ryu's 5'10". Most people don't know that, but Ryu's tall. He's 5'10", which by American standards, that's a tall male. So yeah, the more you know. Okay, next group. Okay, I think we're about done here actually.
Come on, give me your best shot.
Corey, Bayonetta. Yeah, I think we're about done. Did I ever do Ike? Yeah, I did Ike. Pause. Yeah, I think I showed Ike to you guys.
3, 2, 1, go!
Here's another interesting one too. This is of course referring to Bayonetta. Bayonetta doesn't have an official height. People want to guess, but she doesn't. Cloud, I know for a fact Cloud is 5'8", so he's roughly an inch shorter than Marth. Then we have Corrin over there. Corrin's the same height as Marth. He's basic as, I made him 5'9". And then Bayonetta's 6 feet tall. Keep in mind she's wearing high heels, so yeah, it makes her pretty tall. In her game, if you want to go by skulls, if you measure her by skulls, she's over 8 feet tall. But that's just an artistic style, because in comparison to other models in her game, she's shorter than almost everyone else. So I think I found middle ground, and I made her 6 feet tall, which by no means is short. But yeah, Bayonetta is a pretty tall woman, considering that she's wearing those high heels. So yeah, that's what I went with.
Survival.
I think that's it, man. That's my entire roster. As you guys could see, I apologize if I skipped anyone. I don't think I did. But as you can see, I rescaled and I made every character in my roster proportional to what they should be officially, or a size that makes sense. And yeah, that's my entire Super Smash Bros. 4 roster. And again, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is a port of Super Smash Bros. 4. I just showed you guys. All you need is a reshade, and you can pretty much emulate Smash Bros. For Wii U at 4K with 60 FPS instead of on a freaking Switch, which in my opinion doesn't look great. But speaking of, since I have time to kill, I have roughly 3 more minutes. I try to keep my videos under 30 minutes, of course. I'm gonna show you guys something really cool. Actually, I'm gonna need him on. Okay, and we're just gonna pick a character here. Actually, I want to show you guys Cloud. Yeah, I have a crap ton of modded skins for him. We're gonna do Cloud, and then I'm gonna change him to something else. Doesn't matter. We'll get in the door. That's another reason I love Super Smash Bros. 4 or Smash for Wii U, is because the skins you can put in. I have every Cloud skin from every previous game, from the PlayStation 1 game all the way up to his newest iterations. But as you can see, without the reshade, this is what the game looks like. Looks pretty smooth. You know, you can't really see the textures, no bump mapping, the details pretty much gone. But with the proper reshade, everything's there. I can count the threads on his sweater. I can see every strand of his hair. This, in a lot of aspects or from a lot of angles, this looks way better than Ultimate. And also, I played on a 4K television, so it looks, on my TV, it looks glorious. But yeah, this is proof positive that this is a port. And to be honest, or rather that Ultimate is a port. And to be honest, Ultimate is a bad port, given that they utterly destroyed DK's textures. That along with a lot of other characters that people don't pay attention to. So yeah, I was just pointing that out. But yeah, this has been Super Smash Bros. 4 or Smash for Wii U, emulated on Cmu, PC. And you guys should definitely pick it up. Hope you enjoy it. Deuces.